Hey everyone, and welcome back to my Style Evolution series, in which I take an analytical look at the political, social, and artistic decisions behind the style choices of our faves. If you like how that sounds, be sure to catch up on our previous episodes, including but not limited to Beyonce, Zendaya, Lil Nas X, Tyler the Creator, Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, Selena Gomez, and many more. In today's episode, we're talking about the star who has been challenging the superficial conceptions of image and authenticity through his style. So let's take a look at the Weeknd's style evolution. I usually start from the person's first public appearances, but the intentional choice of Abel to retract his appearance from his intro to stardom is a reflection of how he saw style. He felt at the time that in R&B, there was too much emphasis on artists' looks, and he wanted his music to speak for itself. This concept, though mostly used in visual arts, is the concept of negative space. The idea of demonstrating negative space in a work of art is to cause the viewer to think about the conditions surrounding the art, physical, social, political, and how that affects their ability to interpret it. And that negative space, I think, is what allowed for an acceptance of his music as this dark, emotionally potent content. When he finally did let the public see him, his outfits were typical of any young guy in the early 2010s. All black, distressed denim here and there, and bomber jackets. If you had any edge to you, you wore this uniform. This intimacy you heard in his music is also present in his color choices. Abel associates negative feelings with cool tone colors, and passion/energy is represented with warm colors. I want to fast forward to the 2016 release of Starboy, because aesthetically, this is where we see a shift. This is where the Weeknd as a persona became the forefront of Abel's public image. It was no longer a gimmick for performing, but the character was alive, and Abel could easily tap into him. The Starboy album, with its Michael Jackson influence, made Abel's anger, disappointment, and pettiness into cool, funky ballads, and therefore we see a lot more of an animated energy to the way he dressed. More red in warm tones, a mix of casual and classy pieces, and a new haircut. The following year was a huge one for the Weeknd. He graced the covers of Bazaar, GQ, Forbes, upgrading his image to bona fide superstar. And he also collabed with well-known brands, H&M and Puma. I find the timing of the H&M collab to be almost humorous, because as he is presenting as the Weeknd, he's packaging and selling the image of Abel. But it does make sense, because you can't sell your future likeness, only what people see and already know of you. However, his Puma collab, I believe to be a more personal interpretation of his style, focusing particularly on the silhouette without disappointing the expectations of a celebrity branded shoe. 2019. The Weeknd has mentioned in the past that his style philosophy revolves around basics and comfort with intention. We've seen him tap into 70s silhouettes and details. He almost always wears a slim pant and some kind of leather shoe, but plays with flared and sharp-edged jackets and blazers, while keeping his color choices bold and modern to reflect his mood. This style keeps his look exciting without too much distraction away from the story he wants to tell. He's found the balance in being the star of his own show without being a public spectacle. Although these images are made on the set with a whole team involved, they come across like we're simply catching him in the moment, drawing the viewer's eyes into the world of the Weeknd.